Hello friends, welcome back to Patrones Mujer. Today we're going to learn how to assemble the shirt you are seeing in the picture. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and you can find this pattern on the magazine Patrones Infantiles number 15. We have a lot of the great content that is to come, so hit that bell and let's get started. We'll take pen and paper to write down the materials. We'll find the pattern description in the magazine Children's Pattern number 15. Once we have the pattern tracing from the magazine, we'll cut all of the side line that we'll make. These are finished pattern, which means they have 1 cm seams, hems, and cut with notches and grand lines. Firstly, look at the pattern line and place all the pattern according to the line and how to use the fabric. In this case, on the main fabric, we're going to cut parallel to the selvage of the fabric. So this is the front, and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the back. Insert the pins around the pattern and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the pocket and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the waistband and we cut 1 piece. This is the piece used to bind the pocket and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the zipper binding piece and we cut 1 piece. This is the belt loop piece and we cut 1 piece. This is the lining, we continue with the lining, and this is the pocket and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. Before taking off the fabric, remember to snip the notches and the centers. And we take the front piece and with the scones, and then we cut the piece and we cut the left piece of the front and we discount that little piece. Continue with the visible fabric. This is the waistband and we cut 1 piece. And this is the piece used to bind the pocket and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. Before start, you have to overlock the centers and the sides. These are the bias and we fold in half and we press with the iron. This is the waistband, we fuse them and we fold in half and then the centimeter of the button. And we fuse the pocket binding and these are the lining and the zipper. We're going to start with the pockets. We overlock the piece around and we place on top of the lining of the pocket, and then we're going to place on the front piece and then we're going to close with the other piece of the pocket. After that, we're going to match the notches and we're going to pass a stitch there. And we're going to fold from the notch to the notch, and then we're going to pass a stitch there, and also on the other side. The machine, we start sewing the facing piece, and we overlock the piece and we place on top, and we pass a stitch all around. Then we take with a piece of the front, we face the rights and we sew them. Then we pass a stitch there. We fold and then we press with the iron. Now we sew the pockets. Face the rights and sew them all around. Now we match the notches, the pockets, and we pass a stitch. And this is the notch to the notch, and we pass a stitch on the waistband. To place the zipper, so place the zipper and pin it. Now we face the rights of the front and pin it on the curve, and then we're going to place the zipper on the front, center front. And fold, and we're going to pass a stitch there. Then we're going to pass a stitch with the zipper and the center front. On the machine, we start sewing the curve, but you have to leave a space without sewing, and you have to sew until the notch. Now we fold, and now we place the zipper. You have to use one single side foot, and you pass a stitch on it. We place the front piece on top of the zipper and we pass a stitch on it. And we pass a stitch on the back of the zipper on the other side. We make the mark with removable pen, and we're going to pass a stitch on the J. And pass a little stitch there. Now we face the rights of the backs, and we're going to close on the center back, and then we're going to close on the sides. Close the inner length, and then we're going to close the cross length. we're going to make the belt loop. Now on the machine, we start sewing from the top to the curve with the center back, and now we face the right of the front and the back, and we're going to close on the sides. And now we close the inner length. So the other side of the inner length. And finish closing the cross length. This is the belt loop. We fold in half and we pass a stitch on it, and we also overlock the side, and now we pass a stitch on the other edge. I'm going to leave the belt loop like a 7 centimeter and cut it. And now with the next. And we're going to cut like 5 pieces. Now we continue with the hem of the shirts. We fold and pin it. And we're going to fold again, and then we're going to pass a stitch on the sides and the inner length. Also, we place the belt loop, place the 2 fronts, and we're going to place 3 on the back, 1 on the center back and the other ones on the sides. Continue with the waistband. We face the right and we're going to close for one side and the other one. And then we're going to place the elastic on the back. We place the waistband, we face the right of the waistband with the back of the shirt inside, and we pin it all around of the waist. We fold and we pass a stitch all around of the waistband. On the machine, we start sewing the hem. We fold until the notch and we sew them all around of the hem. we fold the hem and we're going to pass a stitch, one on the side and the other one in the inner length. We place the loop and the other one, we pass a stitch on it. You have to place on the notch and pass a stitch on it. We place the other one on the back and we place on the notch and we pass a stitch on it. Now we continue with the elastic on the back. We pass a stitch for one side and you pull the elastic and pass a stitch on the other side. You have to place on the notch. And now we face the right of the waistband and we pass a stitch on for one side. We cut the corners, turn the piece, and with the help of the scissors pull the corners and with the other side. Place the waistband around of the waist, face the right of the waistband with the back of the shirt and sew them all around. Fold the centimeter of the waistband inside and start sewing from the center front and pass a stitch all along of the waistband. When you are passing the stitch on the back, you have to pull the elastic and continue passing a stitch to all along of the waistband. Continue with the top of the waistband. We start sewing from the center front and continue to all along. And the loops, you have to fold and pass a stitch on it. And this is how our finished shirt looks. This is the front. We place the button on the waistband and the hem we press with the iron, and this is the back with the elastic. And like always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials. And remember, the account is @patronasmujer, and as always, thank you guys for watching the video.